weak when I found you. Now your hatred has become your strength. At last, the dark side is your ally.
The game is done. We've finished the game. It's I've had a week off to do nothing but sleep. But I mean, I think, you know, for me, this is, of all the games I've ever worked on, definitely the most proud of any game that we've worked on. It's definitely the only game that after 2 years, I still love playing. You know, I still get a chuckle every time I pick a guy up and toss him into a TIE fighter. We're really proud and we're really excited. You know, the thing now is that we just can't wait to get it out into people's hands and you know, and hear how people enjoy not just the story but also the gameplay as well. Games are a direct evolution of movies, which are a direct evolution of stage plays, which are a direct evolution of writing, which are really just a direct evolution of sitting around a campfire and telling stories. It's all about narrative, it's all about telling a story, and it's all about, you know, creating characters that people can relate to, that people emote with, you know, have an emotional connection to. So I think in all those senses, we've absolutely created a really great story that people are going to connect to. You know, it probably goes without saying that almost everybody on the team is a huge Star Wars fan, and for me, you know, this particular period in Star Wars history, you know, from the moment I saw the very first, my very first Star Wars movie, and there was that, you know, that really heavy hint of all this past behind it. You know, it was just this sort of like this area that was pregnant with mystery. And this really is the last really mysterious area in the Star Wars chronology. You know, it takes place between episodes 3 and 4, and that's 20 years of history that really, you know that a couple things have to happen during that time period to connect one trilogy to the other, but we've never really heard how they happen or, you know, who was involved or exactly what went down. We not only got to tell some of those things that you know have to happen, we get to turn them on their head and really re-envision them in a different way. But I think it's really going to change the way people look at the Star Wars, you know, at the movies that come after it. It's really going to change their understanding of some of those big moments. You know, it was very important to us that, you know, this is not just you know, a throwaway product with the Star Wars license, or, you know, here's a Star Wars story, and we didn't really think about the gameplay. We thought about every angle of it. We really wanted it to be this big epic story, but also be a game that someone who's necessarily not interested in Star Wars is going to be able to play just as a game in its own right. I keep seeing new things because there's all these procedural technologies in it that really are unpredictable and happen slightly differently every time. Every time I'm giving a demo, something slightly different happens. So anytime I see one of those moments that, you know, I think I didn't even realize that could happen, you know, I just get a little bit of a thrill. We were doing a demo earlier where a stormtrooper was picked up and was being dragged through the air, and he actually grabbed a Wookiee around the ankle, and he was dragging the Wookiee with him, trying to keep himself safe. And I couldn't even finish the demo. It was such a great image, something I'd never even thought was possible. There's unlockable costumes. There's also some cheat codes that'll give you some costumes where you can actually play as other characters from the game. The Secret Apprentice himself has a whole bunch of costumes. There's also heavy customization in the main character. Not only can you change the costume, this is great, you can actually level up. So as you gain experience, you're actually going to customize your character. You know, you're gonna direct him in the way that you really want to play the game. Buying new combos. There's over 24 combos. Buying talents, which are like passive abilities that allow you to, you know, do things like deflect lightsabers or recharge your force energy faster. And you actually be able to level up your powers as well. There's multiple endings. There's an ending that's the official canon ending, but there's also another ending, and these are dependent on a choice that you make late in the game that's going to be very different than what you expect.
Do not forget that you still serve me.